folks. I decided today to try to do the reading early. I mean, I've been up for a while, but I go so slowly these days. I just figured hit it before I lose my energy. So there might be something about that, needing to prioritize, and between really practical stuff like, brushing my teeth and that kind of thing, with this kind of tapping into the sacred. And I think this is at least as important, but I think also the distinction between the two, between spiritual and 3D life is a little bit, it's not artificial, but it's I'm trying to bless us here in my incense. The other thing I was doing was rushing to, because if I take too long before I start it, the camera goes blank, and then I have to do this weird thing of getting around the table to get the camera going. So there may be something like that too, like a feeling that there's a time limit, that you've got to get going, or something will cut you off. And I think that those detours, these distractions, or whatever it is that keep us from getting the show on the road, are part of divine timing. Like, that's just part of being alive, is you have to kind of triage what's the most important thing. And this morning it was to eat something and get to you. So welcome to the table, and I'm so glad you were joining me here, because your energies are what fuel this. You're not passive, you're fueling this. The readings are for the collective. And it may not resonate with everybody, but I think some things are so common. They're that major arcana kind of archetypal experiences that we all have going on underneath the daily concerns. The other thing I was thinking about this morning was that, there's a kind of idea that if you scratch a depression, underneath it you'll find anger. And I think it works the other way too. They're always in this kind of conversation with each other, this dialectical interchange, so that scratch a anger, underneath it you'll find depression. And I always think of myself, I don't always, but I think what I present here is this fairly calm, kind self. I try to bring the best of me to the table, but believe you me, I lose my temper. I lose it. And as I understand it from the sages, being completely placid is not something we can maintain, but we can recognize it when we go off and bring it back into equilibrium, in some fashion. And that whatever you can do to just see it, and let it sort of do its thing and move along, is enough. What you're doing is enough. Might not feel like enough, but it is. And Spirit says, go team, right? Go team. Yeah, exactly, go team. There's a card of cooperation in 3D to build something. And here they're constructing what looks to be a church. So in 3D, bringing your energies to bear, from each according to their ability, to each according to their need, to construct a kind of spiritual space. That's how we do it. 6 of Wands. This is a card of victory, of doing it, Wands energy, of having done it, having untangled that Five of Wands knot so that you're able to move on Wands energy in a particular direction that may have been blocked before. And it's not something that we have to do alone. We do it in, concert again, with other people, and also with that Build Me a Church, sacred space. And since wands are directional, this guy, having made the change, fives indicate a need for change. Here's the six. I can now move forward in victory. I've done something. Wow. 10 of Pentacles. So from the 3 of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles, it's kind of like moving from strength to strength. 10 of Pentacles is like as good as it gets, in 3D. And this is a card of the family, of legacy, of having built this kind of environment. And it's not just for one person. We have the 3 here, the couple and the old guy. So it's inclusive. It's not like, you belong here and you don't. But there is something about your group, your tribe. Okay? Tell us about the group energy here, the 3 of Pentacles, working together in 3D to maybe build this 10 of Pentacles home. Yeah, here's a card of work. Again, in Pentacles energy. See, this guy is sort of taking the rest, looking back at what this person has done, perhaps an earth sign, doesn't have to be, but somebody who's making a tangible difference and is now looking back, what have I made of myself? What have I contributed to this? To the construction of this. And this is sort of like the raw material. Put in effort to grow something. Yeah, tell us more, please. Spirit, join in this conversation, will you? Oh, that's a lot. Okay. We have Ace of Cups. What are we building here? The opportunity for love. And maybe principally self-love. Aces can speak to the self. But it's also an offering. See the hand? It's giving us this opportunity for connection. For connection. This is water energy, cups energy, to do with feelings and connections. It's almost like this is the glue that can bring people together under one roof. Okay? Is it this? Yeah. Justice. That's an air sign, card of Libra. That's about equilibrium in relationships. How two things relate to each other, the two sides of the scales. And this is a just decision, a fair decision. It's air energy. It's to do with the mind. And where there is no equilibrium, things fall apart. Hierophant. That's on 7 of Pentacles. This is also earth energy, like Pentacles energy. This is a card of Taurus. It can be a card of the teacher, the spiritual lesson of hierarchy. I was just listening to something this morning that said, because often hierarchy has a negative connotation, but this person was pointing out hierarchy actually means this angelic kind of umbrella. That overarching also in Pentacles energy. The umbrella under which we all stand. So we have two major arcana now, Hierophant and Justice, Libra and Taurus. So what has it yielded us? A connection with higher power. You know, we're connected to each other in earth energy, and we're connected to spirit, to the divine, whatever you want to call it. But it's in Pentacles energy. It's real. We've done the work, or we're doing the work. Build me a church. Love it. Queen of Pentacles. Again, an earth sign. A lot of earth energy here. This is somebody who is authentic, doesn't put up a false front, you know, would acknowledge their human, that human ability to, get triggered by something and go off. But this is somebody who can regain their equilibrium quite quickly. You know, they acknowledge it. They're inhabiting their true self. And that brings in this mental, like the ability to restore this if it's been going like this. Things smooth out. Things smooth out. King of Swords. On Three of Pentacles. King of Swords is the highest expression of sword energy. Clarity, vision. You know, being able to see how to do that. Being able to conceive of it. See it. All air attributes. To understand it. And it's a card often of analysis. You know, it's like a consensus about how do we do this? How should we think about it? What do we believe in? Build me a church. You know, just by church, I just mean sacred space, and it can be internal. I mean, it's very hard to build an external sacred place to stand if you don't have it inside, and vice versa. Ace of Wands. Two aces here. This is a new beginning, a new idea, a new curiosity, a new direction, all Wands attributes. So it's movement toward the fresh thing, the new thing, the thing that's already sprouted. And again, it is both offered by the divine, that hand offering it, and it's the opportunity for this individual. Usually aces speak to the individual. Like head in the direction. Sorry, I'm really wobbly. Head in the direction of abundance, of you know, e pluribus unum, and strength in numbers. And it doesn't mean like we gang up on somebody, but this is kind of the tribe. And this is the individual moving toward, having a sense of direction. It's almost like an internal compass. This is how I'll get there. And we will, 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, we will get there. Martin Luther King, I might not get there with you, but we as a people will see the promised land. We'll see it. King of Swords, Justice, both air energies. This person is finding is understanding and seeing what it is to be a balanced human being in 3D. It's a card of smart and discerning and visionary. being able to see it with your mind's eye. On Ace of Cups. Oh, wowie. Okay. We've got Chariot. Card of Cancer. Of that water energy. Right on the card of water energy. This is a card of Cancer. The Chariot, balance, forward movement, emotional balance. So here we have the idea of the emotional balance and the idea of the mental stability or ability to understand relationships or to come to a fair decision. It's almost like reaching a consensus. This Three of Pentacles, card of consensus, under the umbrella of the override, the higher power, the spirit that unites us all. Hierophant, Ten of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. On Six of Wands, we have Page of Pentacles. That's a small offering. And I was hearing this morning, sometimes we have to break it down, piece by piece. This is a small offering, but it's legit. It's Pentacles. It's a way to start. It's the building block for this. And you don't have to build it alone. I think part of what's hard now is to understand that we don't have to do it alone. Three of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. The building block for this cooperative 3D effort, which is also spiritual. Can you tell us about the 3D, Three of Pentacles, effort to construct something? King of Wands. That's another kind of visionary energy. King of Wands knows how to do it, how to get it done, how to break it down. But it's intuitive Wands energy, right? Oh, I thought we had yes, we did. Ace of Wands. So here's the energy of coming up with it, seeing the way forward, because this can be directional, the beginning of the path. Powerful masculine energy here, which doesn't mean a man, it just means the active principle of being able to figure it out, King of Swords, understand it, and then take action, King of Wands. Yeah, I love that. Okay, so tell us about this for the King of Wands, this new direction or new beginning, the creative spark. Ooh la la, devil energy. Card of Capricorn, earth energy. So you could see these as opposites, but they're really not. Devil card is much maligned. And being a Capricorn rising, I've thought a lot about this. And the devil energy to me, Capricorn is a hard-working energy. Work, work, work. Get it done, work. Lean in. Free yourself. That's the work. So King of Wands may be discovering a way to do that. The minor arcana and the major arcana, to set himself free, set themselves free. And we have something binary going on in the masculine energy. Like it's not enough to just see it and understand it. Then there's the need to do something. And what this individual or individuals, what this person is doing, is working hard to understand what holds them back. devil energy, chained to this. It can be an actual addiction. It can just be something one was stuck in, and then suddenly seeing your way forward, getting that sense of direction of what I have to do. What do they have to do? We got that in the last reading. Four of Pentacles. This is a card of it can be a card of being stuck. Like devil energy. Devil energy, Capricorn, earth energy, Four of Pentacles, earth energy. So we have a lot of positive earth energy, and then this, I think it is sort of, in this case, a card of stuck, devil energy, Four of Pentacles. But this impulse, Wands energy, this impulse, a creative impulse to do something. And I think it's to work our way free. And it may take a while. Pentacles can speak to time. It's not like it goes poof and it's all better, we're all free. There is that element of weird things will rise up. And we just first off have to be able to acknowledge them. To look at them, to see it. And I think, again, it's not something we do alone. The people in your environment, Pentacles energy, something in your environment may be holding you back or calling for an acknowledgement that to free yourself from the devil energy, what holds you back, takes time. How do we set ourselves free? Well, not in the poof, not in the blink of an eye. It takes dedication. Is it this one? Nine of Pentacles. Another earth energy card. Nine speak to the individual, and this is somebody who's grounded and authentic. And they're not they don't deny anger when it comes up, or jealousy when it comes up, or greed when it comes up, or codependency when it comes up. That devil card can speak to codependency. But this is somebody who has done the work, who has stayed still long enough to accept it, that devil energy, and to figure out an innovative, creative way out. And it lands them in their true ground, Pentacles energy, stable and authentic. It's a little bit like another octave of Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles can be the archetype of the life partner, but also somebody who's really stable on their own, who's stable, who has reached this equilibrium by acknowledging both sides of the scale. Looked at clouds from both sides now. Okay, more Pentacles. Wowie. This is Eight of Pentacles. So we have the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. There is progression here. On the basis of hard work that you've done, there's progression. There's a new opportunity, a new creative choice, a new sense of direction. And it doesn't happen poof. Again, it takes time. 7, 8, 9 of Pentacles. 7, 8, 9, 10 of Pentacles. Over time this happens. So it may take us, take somebody, and I think it's us, us. 3 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, the tribe, to kind of hammer this out over time. But somebody's done the work to free themselves by acknowledging what holds them back. Holds them back. There may have been a kind of hiatus for years. A pentacle can speak to a year. This could be 4 years. But it was not time wasted. It was time working it out. What it is to be independent and what it is to be part of the group. A contributing member, and to understand that you are an essential part of that effort. And sometimes it's just by acknowledging what holds us back, what what triggers us, what makes us codependent. Well, we're working toward this. Somebody who cares about other people and creates an environment, creates it, Eight of Pentacles, over time. The opposite of codependency. There's a lot of freeing oneself of old patterns, old ways, in order to build something, Three of Pentacles, new. And, you got to start somewhere. And if you catch yourself when you're being triggered, even just to say, ooh, I'm being triggered. I'm about to go off, and you know it. And that little tweak can make a world of difference, literally a world of difference. It's enough. Emperor, Divine Masculine. The guy who gets it done, who does it. And it does imply a group situation, head of the hierarchy. Remember we said hierarchy before being that angelic, overarching energy. Card of Aries, of Wands energy. Wands energy. Getting it done and getting it done successfully. But it's sort of like one step at a time. This can be like we're starting out on the new path, but it's a path of discovery. It's not the same old path. It's new, Ace of Wands. But it's somebody who, this can be a little bit rigid. I'm the boss, do it my way. 4 in Major Arcana, 4 in Minor Arcana. It can be a stubborn energy, but the overriding thing is the liberation. Is it this one? Here are the scales again. There's some division of labor, some ability to help the other guy, to realize that we have enough, Pentacles energy, to give help. So we now have the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of Pentacles. This natural progression where it gets more abundant. We gain traction. We gain traction for this forward movement. Because we can see it clearly now. Somebody can. Divine Masculine, I do believe, has done the work. Not by themselves. But there is that element of getting grounded in your own life, Pentacles energy, grounded, Earth energy. In your own life, the 9 card. 9s can speak to the individual, as can Emperor. Emperor, does rely on other people. And they rely on the Emperor. It's that dialogue between the two. Emperor in Wands energy, King of Wands, Ace of Wands, 6 of Wands. Whatever we're doing in 3D is bringing about an equilibrium. Like that Justice card, the scales appear again. So it's way of conceiving of what's fair, of identifying it, looking at it with clear eyes. And there is, in that Pentacles energy, what you get is the freedom, once you've gotten out of something codependent, a kind of unhealthy inability to function on one's own, into this empowered and emperor. It's Divine Masculine, but it means not a gender masculine. It means in all of us, that Aries impulse. I think we're in the month of Aries. I'm so, I've been out of commission for so long, but it's springtime. It's new, it's fresh. So while Emperor can be stayed, a conservative energy. In this case, it's somebody who's been working on their independence and doing the work, all these pentacles. We now have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of pentacles. Building abundance to the point where we can share it with other people. Share it. Share it with the tribe. And you are a powerful, you're a leader, Emperor energy, in that cooperative tribal group. And it's not tribal in the sense of factions. It's being with like-minded people where you can work together. Knight of Swords. I mean, somebody's discovered sword energy, something about this equal give and take. They understand it now, and they have something to say, and it's a bit emphatic. It's like, I can see it, can't you see it? Do you understand? They may be coming in with a message of some sort, and it can be like sharp words. It's, that blade element. But it's like cutting through the bullshit, basically, to see what's there, all these pentacles. I don't think we have the 5, but we've got everything, just up to the 10. One more. It's a good place to stop. Sun card. Another card of divine masculine. The energy of the sun, of revelation, of showing up, of better times, of warmth. And again, this baby on the horse. All these ace energies here. Ace of Wands, Sun card, card of Leo, both in Wands energy. That's the direction we're going. And sometimes that's hard to believe. It's hard to believe. But there's an ability to understand and see the way clear. And what I think it being cut free, using that, what you say and your own visionary sense to cut the chains. There's a lot of liberation here. And from stuck energy, 4 of Pentacles, Devil, to movement, King of Wands, Ace of Wands, Emperor. So, that's lovely. And what does it take? It takes work in 3D. It takes work. 3 of Pentacles is a card of work. 7 of Pentacles is a card of assessment. What has this wrought? What has it brought to me? Well, it's brought me the ability to move forward with somebody else. These 2 horses pulling in tandem because each person has an open heart. It's reconciling opposites. We have on the board Capricorn in the Devil, Leo in the Sun, Taurus in Hierophant, Cancer in Chariot, Libra in Justice, Aries in Emperor. A lot of empowerment here. You see, empowerment to move forward, empowerment to break the chains, empowerment to come into our own. Queen of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles. It's like setting yourself free. By doing that, we set each other free. We're not alone. We'll get a sense of communal energy of success, 3 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands. And a new direction for the collective. And I think you're a leader. You may not know it, but you are. You go your own way, 9 of Pentacles. You've worked hard to manifest this. And what have you manifested? Your power as a leader. And your power as a spiritual leader. No pressure, but that's who you are. That's who you are. And I think you know it now. Or you're getting traction, you're getting a sense of it. And it's all inclusive. It's not about, I'll be this. I mean, this is part of shadow. You know, I'll look at this, but I won't look at that. I don't want to look at what holds me back, because if I do, then I start to move forward out of this stuck place. Well, we are indeed moving forward. We're manifesting that. And I know it feels like stuck sometimes. But we're not. Chariot, Emperor, Sun card, Justice, the Devil, Capricorn. Liberation. Liberation is at hand if we take the opportunity and do the work. I love you guys. I'm glad to be back. Again, I don't know how often I can get here, but as often as I can. And I welcome you to like, share, subscribe. Things have gotten a little dicey in that regard because I was gone for so long. But we'll regain traction. And it's not about the numbers, but it is about the tribe. We're stronger together. So let's do the work. I'll see you next time.